Hi everyone, thanks for finding my channel, Arkytior Collective. I try to read the energies that are prominent in the collective and tell the stories that the cards want to tell. Not all messages will resonate for every person, so if one sounds like it's for you, but then like the next message doesn't, then leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. I intend for my readings to be timeless, so whenever you find them is when you're meant to. Happy New Year, everyone. I hope I find everyone well. This is the first reading of the new year. I had to go back and watch the Christmas Eve reading. That was the last one I posted. And the message that came out that Spirit wanted me to carry over and reiterate is that the masculines are walking away from the connection instead of closing out an old cycle. That's what I picked up. That's what I had to bring over to this one. Before we get to the first spread, let's clear, center, and clear our space and call in our protections. Ready? Take a deep breath. Hold for 2. And release. We ask all positive energies to attend us and guide us to the messages that fulfill our highest good. Guides, ancestors, patrons, angels, archangels, and source, please come forward and be with me. Michael, guard the corners. Gabriel, make the messages clear and useful. And Metatron, be present to protect the seekers and deliverers of the Divine's communications. What you guys don't hear in the mic is that the gong continues for a few seconds. It's really nice. I love that tone. Okay, so like I've been saying, I've incorporated a new deck. It is the First Light Tarot. It's all images from Hubble, which as a space nerd witch, I am completely enamored with this deck. It is very heavy energy, though. Some of the messages that now incorporating these into the readings have brought messages that were much heavier and deeper and more emotional. So I apologize if I get emotional during the readings, but these messages are very beefy, I would say. Okay, so to cut time, I did lay the first layer. Excuse me. The incense burning, kind of. Okay. See, I'm fidgety. Somebody's fidgety. Somebody is, and I'm hot all of a sudden. I'm gonna open a window. Someone's fidgety and overheated. Okay. It's like 10 degrees outside too, and I just had to open my window because I'm hot. Okay, so the first layer that we have here, first we have the Strength card. It says intellect, intuition, and animals. This is Leo energy. We've got the Devil card, Trapped. It's loss of freedom, fear, and ruthlessness. This is Capricorn energy. We had Judgment, Results, Decision, Outlook, and Finality. Second row, we had Thought, Communication. That's good. Communication's good. For the ones that don't correlate to a sign, like the regular tarot, I will read them from the book because these insight cards are, like, new. Next, right in the middle of the square here, we've got the Tower. So I feel like this is the heart of the problem, or the heart of the issue, the heart of the situation, the heart of the energy in the collective right now is a Tower. Alarm, it says. Storms, electrical impulses, and lightning. Next to that, we've got the Chariot, which is quick movement. Drive. It says determination, ambition, and emotional control. That always sticks out to me. Someone is in control of their emotions. This is Cancer, which is actually a very emotional and intuitive sign. So someone's trying to get actually rein in their emotions, and the Chariot has the Sphinxes, like horses, and horses have reins, and they're actually trying to rein in their emotions and control them. So the bottom row is not tarot or insight. It's really cool the way these lay out. Just like I said, I don't know if I am particularly just in tune with this deck or what, but the way they fall is incredible. And I know that I do this off camera, but it's to save time because incorporating this new deck has made these videos like 2.5 hours. So I'm not trying to keep people enthralled that much. Enthralled. Listen to me. I want people to get bored. So on the bottom row here, we've got the past. And we're going to get some insight into what's happened in the past. We've got others looking in. So this might be energy of people who are in the collective circle, in the circle around you, that may be observing, may be able to offer help, or maybe interfering. And the next card, the last card, which should actually be like an outcome card, is a beginning card. First step. So this will give us like insight into what we would need to do as the first step in a new cycle. Okay? Bottom of the deck we had Power, which is understanding and reality. I'll read from the book for that one. We have the Magician. So somebody is either receiving a power boost from the divine or coming into their power in order to manifest something really, really good. However, underneath that was obstacles. So we won't get clarification on the bottom. We'll just leave these to be interpreted as these three. So we will go ahead now to the fairies. Hello, fairies. Everything, well, let me shuffle one more time. I shuffled earlier because I was told that it's loud on camera, so I didn't want to be too loud. I'll do this softly. Get caught up in yourself. The Bodak and the Gotcha on split. Oh boy. I feel like a lot of meddling energy here. A lot of meddling energy here. Okay, let's shuffle. Fairies, hello. Can you please clarify with the Strength card here? Intellect, intuition, and telepathy. That was an odd one. I actually had to go to the book for that because the Strength is Leo, and you don't really usually think of Leos as being telepathic or intuitive or anything like that. They're much more impulsive and ambitious, and it's fire energy, So, Strength, let's see. But it says that, okay, the Strength card brings forth a knowing, in quotes, about those around you in the form of intuition or telepathy. So there's strong intuition here about the situation and the people, and about the situation and the people in it that are at play in your energy. I hope I said that right. You feel strong in the way you are able to communicate and to understand easily what those around you are trying to relay. Okay. The next, we were going to do the fairies. Okay. Fairies, please elaborate on Strength, the telepathy. You know, it has been said in the other readers, even with Dharma and Pixie, that the soulmates in these connections, the twins and the okay, so there's twin flames and there's soulmates. For some reason lately, those two have been mixing. And I believe that they're part of the cycle that didn't close out last time, so they're the stragglers, and that's why they're missing. That's why they're together in this part of the cycle. So it's like, okay, you know how if you don't pass a subject in school and you got to take summer school, and then when you get to summer school, the classes are like mixed up, like they're. That's what I'm being shown. It's like this is summer school, and the soulmates and the twins that missed the last cycle are all kind of in the same summer school class together. I really want to know more about this telepathy because it's been said that the twin flames and soulmates that are in separation now are still communicating on the 5D telepathically. So, what is this strength, fairies? That's too many. So, Byra the Waters peep, though. What is this strength, please? Solus. This is beautiful. I am so happy to see Solus. Shout out to my girl Stevie, because that's what she looks like. Flaming red hair and gorgeous blue eyes. I will marry you one day. It says, quiet the noise. I am here. New is coming. This is synthesis, spiritual empowerment. Miracles are possible and service from strength. I am so happy to see this because when I laid out these cards with Judgment and the Tower and the Devil, I really was stressed out for a minute. My anxiety went through the roof. Solus is here. This is beautiful energy. This is sun energy. It's very interesting that it fell on strength because that is Leo energy and Leo is ruled by the sun. So I heard somebody is in their element. Quiet the noise. That could go along with the telepathy. If you quiet the noise in your mind, you will be able to hear the telepathy. Not only from your person, but from spirit. The ancestors have been huge lately. Tap into whoever your ancestors are. For the Hispanics, you better start sweeping up around the ofrenda because the ancestors are very present lately. Okay? Call on the grandmas. You think you don't have a ratchet aunt in your bloodline that will go to war because somebody made her niece cry? Come on now. You don't think you've got a grandfather who went through 2 world wars or whatever, looking down at you saying, "You made my granddaughter cry? I'm going to war again." Call on them. Call on them. I'm going to ask if the veil is thin or what, because I know that the last eclipse, us light workers felt like it was a second Samhain. That's Halloween. When the veil is thin, only it was like jacked up a million. Like the veil was thin at the last eclipse, and there was a lot of energy just milling around, and we think that portal is, and then the 1212 portal just flung the veil open, because now it's like open conflict, open war. There are tons of negative energies out here trying to keep the soulmates and twins from this cycle from reuniting, and the ancestors aren't having it. I'm telling you, it's like the cavalry came in. So this is telling us, use intellect and intuition and quiet the noise, because war could be noisy, and we might actually be hearing that in our mind's ear, our mind's ear, and we feel like we can't connect. Okay, well, that's false. Just new is coming. I love that he says, I am here. It's like kablam. It's like this is one of the ancestors almost. Like busting through the door. I am here. New is coming. And I'm here and I'm bringing in newness with me. So I don't know if maybe someone has an ancestor that might look like that on the other side. That strong face and the determination. Look at that face. You tell me if you had an enemy standing in front of you that wouldn't intimidate them, you know? Okay, so the first layer we got is quiet the noise. Telepathy is happening. You're going to tap into source, and then you'll be able to hear your partner in the 5D. Because these separations are no joke, especially if the masculine is still asleep. Okay, fairies, please. Hello? Can you clarify and elaborate the devil? Trapped energy. Loss of freedom. What's happening here? Fear. What is this trapped energy? No, you stay in the deck. Oof, Soul Shrinker almost came out. No way. That makes sense though, but it didn't pop proper, so I can't take it. What is the devil? What is this trapped energy? Next to Solus, how can it survive next to the sun energy? That heart chakra is kablam. That's healing. All right. It's ecstasis, beautiful. This is the union. This is joy. This is rapture and motivation. This is ecstasy. This is, I feel relieved, you know, like, oh, I can finally breathe. Oh, that's a song. That's from a song. What's the song? Breathe again. The lyrics go, words in your message trouble me into the night. Saw my reflection written down in every line. And then the chorus is, how does it go? I can see everything now. Awakened your heart, but buried mine deep underground. What you showed me, it's better to love in this than stumble in the dark. And I can see everything now. This is joy is power. This is the soul song. There is nothing but joy. And then it talks about the void. Separateness is an illusion. Oh, this is so beautiful. Thank you, fairies. Okay. So Solus was saying, quiet the noise, I am here. Strength was talking about telepathy. This happens in the 5D because they're in separation in the 3D. And the 5D is just a higher vibration. That's where souls do their soul work. You know, not the shadow work. Shadow work's done somewhere else. But the 5D is where in spirit we can communicate. Okay? It can be the dream state, it can be the other side, it can be the upside down, whatever you decide to label it. It is often called the void because there's like, okay, I don't know how to describe this without it sounding weird. There's no noise there, yet it's all noise. I can't, I don't know how else to describe it. It's nothing but all things. And it's not that it's overwhelming because some people, they feel very empty, like the void is empty, but it isn't. It's just full of everything. So this is saying that quiet yourself, go into the void, which is like meditate and put yourself in the 5D in order to receive the telepathy from your person and spirit. And in that void, there is joy. It's all that when you're in the void and on the other side, it is the love of okay, I don't want to sound like I'm getting religious. It's going to have religious undertones because all religions started from that one source that we talk about. When we talk about going back to source, it's the energy of creation. It's the energy of life itself. It's the force. If for my other Star Trek nerds, it's the force. Go into the force. It's the void. Oh, I'm getting wicked. On my left side. Okay. There is nothing but joy. Separateness is an illusion, which is saying that in the void, in the 5D, you're already together. It's manifesting that into the 3D that's the problem. Because in the 3D, we have free will. And boy, are we seeing it with the masculines being stubborn about this cycle. That's their free will. It's their free will to deny the connection and run. It's their free will to try to continue the cycle with the karmics. It's their free will to turn away and not want to deal with twin flame soulmate stuff. I get it. You know why they're doing it? It's because the 3D stuff is getting in the way. And it happens to all of us. No shade on the masculines for that. The only thing we're getting frustrated with is that this is like multiple times that we are going through this cycle. If the Six of Cups drops, I mean, that's lifetimes. At least 6 lifetimes some of us have been going round and round with y'all. You know, we're tired. We're tired. we're overstretched. We're trying to be masculine and feminines for ourselves. So okay, that turned into a rant against the masculines because that's what I've been channeling lately. It's like Spirit has been really hammering home what the masculines are going through. So this so far is saying, quiet your mind, go into the void, listen for the telepathy from Spirit and your person. You are connected in the void because separateness is an illusion. Okay, let's continue. Okay, judgment, please, fairies. Please clarify and elaborate on judgment. Now, this is results, decisions, outlook, and finality. Judgment, please, fairies. Yes, okay. Lady of the Harvest. She came out last time. This is a completion of the cycle. Think about autumn and fall time, harvest time. Things have been growing all summer, and it's time to cut down what's ready to be cut down. You leave your sacrifices in the fields. You clean things up. You have your, celebrations and thankfulness for the harvest. This is completion and reaping. Accept change and release and rest. So somebody's coming to the conclusion, like the judgment, calling judgment on a situation, saying, all right, I have to complete this. This has to end. Accept change, release and rest. So somebody's saying, I have to release this cycle so I can find some peace. Please clarify thought, communication. Oh, I wanted to read the poem book for this. It's harder for me to bear. The altar was a fall down to my knees. Okay, come on. Oh, 20. Okay. Okay, so this is 20. So it's like close to the end of yeah, close to the end. This is feminine energy, okay, which is very sweet underneath Solus. Use intuitive devices to interact with your higher self to send positive messages and thoughts to others. How amazing is that that came out under the telepathy card? Right under Solus saying, quiet your mind. I heard sit still. That's it's been a theme in the Raven's Nest for a while. So shh, just sit still. All you have to do is sit still. And a lot of us, especially those of us with a lot of fire in our charts, we are very, very antsy at this time. We cannot, for the life of us, sit still right now. Squirrel, sorry. This raises the vibration. If you follow thoughtful intuition, listen carefully because it comes from a higher source. Dismiss all negative thought. That's what Solus has been saying. Quiet the noise. Dismiss all negative thought. This lowers your immune system and can cause illness. So it was coming out in a couple of the other readers that some people are getting sick. Okay. Okay. This is going to resonate with the comic book nerds. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Who knows the comic from the 80s called ElfQuest? All right. If you know, you know. Comment in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. ElfQuest. What happens when they recognize? It's too okay. So it was the very first instance I had ever seen. Now that stuff came out when I was in middle school. Oh shit. Resonance. Okay. The very first instance that I had seen of a twin soul connection. And it's when two elves recognize that they are two halves. It's called recognition. If they deny the recognition and fight it, they start getting sick. Because you cannot recognize the other half of your soul and then push it away and expect to stay healthy. They also can communicate telepathically. So there's a throwback to my nerds. Yes, I am showing my nerd cred right now, and I am quite proud of that. Okay, so dismiss all negative thought. This lowers your immune system and can cause illness. Telepathy is also something that will soon be within grasp, as this is the form of communication that is used outside our Earth. Oh yeah, I forgot that this kind of like goes into aliens and stuff. I won't get into all that. It's not that I don't believe in it. I believe anything's possible. I do believe that entities could live on a higher vibration than some other planet. Why not? You know, why not? So I'm gonna gloss over that aspect of the cards for now. When you hear a star being, do not push the thoughts away, for they only want to assist in healing. So that's referring to this spirit work on the other side of healing. I mean, a few months ago, some of the masculines, before the cycle closed, at the end of the last cycle, some of those masculines were literally in spiritual triage. I like had this visual where on the other side there were these beautiful angelic beings, and they were just beds and beds and beds of souls, of masculine souls, just trying to be healed, you know? Okay, let's see. I'm going to skip over the alien stuff. The brain is capable of great light and can send that energy via thought to those willing to move forward and grow within a community. Do be aware, though, that not all in the universe will send light. Only listen to the positive messages. So the And then the summary sentence says, dismiss any communication that has suspicious nature. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Okay, that is incredible that that came out right there. Right underneath telepathy and Solus, we've got communication, including telepathic communication. That's crazy. So, fairies. What gives, y'all? Holy crap. Please elaborate. That's too many. Please elaborate and clarify. Oh, that's backwards. Clarify and elaborate thought and communication, please. What is the communication? Who is communicating? Lace the Moon's daughter. Okay, she's a Sphinx. This is riddles. Connect to higher self. What did that just say? If you go inward, oh my goodness, you will connect to your higher self. That was part of the description of that card. And bam, higher self falls right on it. I cannot make this shit up. Explore the deep mind. Read symbols. This is the unknown shadow inside. Okay, so this may be referencing the negative communications that you're supposed to sweep away. Okay? It said don't only listen to the positive. Symbols and the deep mind. Yeah, this is completely going inward in order to tap into the higher self on the 5D. And in the higher self on the 5D is the twins, the twin soul. Because here's the difference between a soulmate and a twin soul. A soulmate is another soul who is part of our same soul family. Okay, so we'll come in with souls, all, through different lifetimes. These souls are, yes, part of the soul family, the soul tribe, but they are their own souls. Okay? They have their own agenda. They're whole within themselves. What a twin flame is a soul that in the beginning petitioned to be split in two. So these twins are not two separate souls. They are one soul in half. Okay, and I know it sounds romantic, and I know it sounds like, oh my God, that's my person. Slow down. Because that person might just be a soulmate, which is not a dig. Soulmates are wonderful connections, and they're important. But that might not be the half of your soul. Do you know what I mean? And I hate having to make this distinction, because people are like, oh no, I am completely convinced he's my twin, he's my other half. Okay, just know that it's not the romantic. It's fucking painful, and it's tragic, and it's not fun. And you feel like you die every time this doesn't work, So that's the difference. A soulmate is your soul and their soul, and you interact within lifetimes. A twin is one soul split in two, a divine masculine and a divine feminine. The goal of the twins is to balance masculine and feminine within themselves, so that when they come back together, they balance together. Does that make sense? Now, the feminines are doing their work. Talk to any feminine that out there. So many of us are being forced to function in the masculine energy, like to be that for ourselves and be the feminine. So I just said this to somebody earlier today. By the time you masculines are ready to come forward, you're going to have a warrior on your hands, and you're not going to know how to handle it, because we've had to grow and transform, and we understood the assignment, and we did the work. And when the time comes around that you meet us, we're fucking warriors, and you're not going to know how to handle it. It's going to be like, how the hell, where does she fit in my life? And you know what that's going to do? It's going to put us on the cycle all over again, because then you're going to have to go to summer school and do double the work in order to elevate enough to meet us again. That's the painful cycle of the twin flame. So before you jump and think that whatever dude you're dating at the time is your twin, slow down. Okay? It might just be a karmic. Karmics are here to teach us lessons. And yes, karmics and soulmates, we have strong connections to them because we probably have had past lives with those souls. It's part of the same soul tribe. So you can see soulmates, you can meet soulmates all the time. They're not always going to be romantic soulmates. You know, like my niece, I think, is a soulmate because she's like a mini me. But, you know, we probably were maybe sisters in another life or besties or something because we totally connect and click. It's like, you know, like I said, she's my mini. And then there's soulmates that, you know, we've been wives and husbands to each other. Now remember, gender ain't shit. Gender plays no role in this. It's energy. Okay? Because in all the lifetimes that soulmates and twins go together, we've been both genders. We've been men and women. We've been each other's wives and husbands. You know, we've been brothers and sisters. This has nothing to do with gender. Okay? So, this is all about communicating in the 5D. Where is this going with this? This is incredible. Okay, let's go to the tower. Oof, I do not want to come here. This is, we all know what a tower moment is. It's a complete breakdown of a situation that we either didn't see coming or we weren't prepared for. It's something that's world-shattering, soul-shattering, life-shattering, change, divorce, death, a change of direction, loss of a home, some kind of natural disaster that brings a tragedy. It's a life-changing moment. I heard it's a okay, what I really heard was it's an all point, and I'm not sure how to interpret that. But the visual they gave me was in one of the let's see, in like the second episode of David Tennant's Doctor Who with Donna. They went to Pompeii, and Donna was so distraught at seeing what was going to happen to the people of Pompeii, because you can read about it in history, but the point of the episode was she actually got to be there and experience the people. And when you connect with people and then you see the tragedy that's about to befall them, you become compassionate towards that. So she got to experience what they were experiencing, and she begged the doctor to change the timeline. And he said, I can't even change this. It's a fixed point. It always happens. So that's what the tower feels like. That you cannot it's like you can't veer away from it. It has to happen. It will always happen because that's what's written. I have no idea why I went on that tangent, but it might resonate for somebody. So please, fairies, I know, I'm sorry. Please, I'll try to keep these short. Please clarify the tower. Fairies, please clarify the tower. Ace of Swords, the he of the fiery sword. So the tower was some kind of clarity, some kind of information, some kind of truth that came forward and destroyed everything. And Lace is looking right at it, too. Oh my God. Okay, I need to back up and show this real quick. Here we have the representation of the divine masculine in Solus. Here we have a representation of the divine feminine in the Lady of the Harvest. And between them, like I said, between them was ecstasis. This is the void. This is the void where they can come together. And it laid like that too. I didn't have to change it. It laid like that. It's one on one side, one on the other, and the connection in the middle. But this was on top of the devil. This was what is trapped? Somebody's trapped. What's trapped? Oh, when I asked what is trapped, it was and then ecstasis dropped. This is trapped. It can't get through. Why? Because they're not listening. I heard. All right, it looks like this might be masculine energy. That's feminine energy. And this, okay, might be what's in the middle. So in the devil card is the devil, of course, and the lovers. And the lovers are trapped. It's like they're puppets. Okay, also the devil is Capricorn energy. We're not saying the Capricorns are the devil. Stop it. We are not the devil. I say we because I have Capricorn rising. What it's Saturnian energy because Saturn rules Capricorn. Saturn is limitations, but it's also in the old days it was time. Chronos, time. The Reaper. The Reaper, because he has the scythe. The reason he has the scythe is because that's what you use to harvest. And what was right here? But Lady of the Harvest, it's time to reap what you sow. So here on the devil, Capricorn energy, Saturn, the timekeeper. Time is ticking. Loss of freedom, fear, and ruthlessness. And on top of it is this rapture, this ecstasis, this connection. Someone might feel bound within the connection. Someone might feel bound within the connection, but they feel alone. Someone feels alone, bound in the connection. This is interesting to be on the devil. Or it could just simply be that this is hard work, because Capricorn is the sign of hard work. Capricorn men, has anyone ever dated a Capricorn man? You will always come second to work. Do you know why? Because that's how they show you they love you. They will work themselves to the grave to provide, to show you that they love you. Their work is their love. Oh my God, what did Solus say? Service from strength. It takes... So this in the middle is like the blending of the two. Because not only is it the reaping of the cycle with Lady of the Harvest, but it's the energy of being strong and doing the work, which is here with Solus. I really just wanted to show that Solus and then the Lady of the Harvest, and then between them was the connection. That it laid out like that. I will address these in stacks, though. If you have seen my videos before, you know that that's how I do it. So on the Tower, yeah, it's interesting that all these very heavy energy cards, the Devil and the Tower here, have beautiful energy on top of them. It's going to take me a minute to figure out how to interpret that, though. But I feel like with this, there was... Okay, so Lace, the Moon's daughter, she's a Sphinx. She's one of the Sphinxes. There's two in the deck. Of course, because there's always two Sphinxes. You know what's interesting? Is that Sphinxes pull the Chariot, and here's the Chariot card right here. Another job of the Sphinxes is to ask riddles when you come to a gateway. You cannot level up without answering her riddles 3, right? See, it's like taking a test in order to graduate. You have to prove you learned the assignment. That being on top of thought and communication, go within to telepathically tap into source and you will hear the answers. And she's looking straight at this Ace of Swords. Well, why is it on the Tower? Because something... I heard this was to prevent the Tower. That might resonate for some. That's not for the whole collective. But in this, what I'm hearing at the moment is that somebody brought in truth in order to prevent a Tower. In some other cases, it might be that the Tower was the truth. Do you know what I mean? Like truth came in and destroyed everything. In other energies, it might be that truth came in to prevent the destruction of everything. So we'll get clarification on that as we go. Next to the Chariot, please, fairies. The Chariot, please, fairies. Cancer energy. Drive, determination, ambition. But also emotional control. What is the controlled? That makes sense, I guess. Those sphinxes could become very unruly. If those are the two sides of emotions, you would have to keep a good rein on those. Otherwise, the Chariot would just, you know, go all over and crash. So, please clarify. Maybe that's what this was. Somebody got spooked because of the emotion. We did get emotion on the pull last time. Okay. Chariot. Oh, the topsy-turvets. This hasn't come out in a minute. Not seeing it. Change of viewpoint. Look again. What is real? Yeah, somebody doesn't know what's what. Someone's confused. It's confusion. Change of viewpoint. The reason this is change of viewpoint is... oh, this is hangman energy. Okay. Okay. I love this card because this... Look at this way, right? Oh, I don't know if you can see it like this. Okay, it's called the topsy-turvets because it's upside... It's no matter... What I always get from this is no matter how you look at it. No matter which way you look at it. So, I mean, think of that, like, this card is in four ways. Upside down, right side up, backwards, upside down, forwards. I mean, you still see the faces. But it's also change of viewpoint. Because if you think, I'm sorry, I do stutter. That's part of my intro, is that I stutter bad. I swear. I sing. I am a hot mess. So if you can vibe with a hot mess, then I'm your girl. But please be patient with me. Okay. Oh, I heard either way you look at it, the truth will be the truth. And again, I get that weird sound on my left side. Okay. Let's see if I can explain this. You know when you're sitting in a room and somebody walks into the room and it kind of disrupts the sound of the TV and you can kind of hear the sound go around them? That's kind of what this is. It feels like somebody walks into the periphery and then sound kind of goes around it, and that's like a very buzzing, hollow feeling on my left side. That's what's happening when I say that. This is said, either way you look at it, the truth is the truth. You can, I just heard Thanos, run from it, deny it. It's inevitable. Any way you turn it, it's the same. On the Chariot, which is reining in the emotions in order to go forward, someone needed a change of viewpoint, because one of the other keywords here is not seeing it. Somebody was not seeing it, and what they... Hang on. I'm getting ahead of myself. They chose to not see it because it would cause lack of control. It's like they were on the Chariot going somewhere, and this emotion, or this truth, I'll go with the truth here, this truth that came forward about some emotional attachment would have derailed the Chariot. So they chose to not look at it. Oh, I just got the visual of somebody driving down the highway and not seeing one of the signs, so they keep going. But that means they missed their exit. And instead of getting off at the right exit and ending the journey, they keep going. So it's going to take them more time to come back around to that exit again. So I feel travel, but this is more like traveling along the life path, not like travel. Although the Chariot does signify travel, doesn't it? Like somebody coming to you, or you going to them, or something like that. But yeah, not seeing it. So the visual I had was somebody driving and they got distracted, like they dropped their candy bar or something on the floor, and they go down to pick it up and they miss their exit. But it's not like they go, oh damn, that was my exit. It's more like they missed the exit, so they're like, shit, I didn't get my exit yet. Now I gotta keep going because it's gotta be coming up somewhere. It's like they don't know they missed it. They're not seeing it. Not seeing. Look again, it said, look again. What is real? Okay, let's keep going. Ooh, sorry. Okay, so now we're down here in the last row. We've got the past, others looking in, and the first step. Okay, fairies, please clarify these. The past. Tail in the Sylph. Okay, somebody went. She's good energy, though. But it's like, I want to say she gets distracted easy, but not, how can I put this? This isn't like Tinkerbell kind of distraction. This is like, so it says enthusiasm for ideas, awakened mental acuity, and intellect. Ooh, what was the other card that said we had to use intellect? Strength, right in the same row, strength. The telepathy card, use intellect and intuition. This is in the past, somebody saw something that sparked their interest, and it's like this fairy was kind of just floating along on her business, and she saw something shiny, and she was like, ooh, I'm going to go that way, you know? And yeah, that can change, but usually when she does that, she goes at it with conviction, you know, like enthusiasm. She may be distracted later on down the road, but I'm trying to say, like, this isn't like quick distraction. It's not like, ooh, what's that? And then, ooh, what's that? And then, ooh, what's that? It's like, ooh, what's that? I'm going to go towards this and do this for a while. However long a while is. But a while, you know, it's a while. I hate to keep saying that, but she saw something she wanted and she went towards it. Okay? Awaken, mental acuity. Okay, so this actually says awaken, period, and then mental acuity. So this is, she didn't go into it half-heartedly. She went into it with her full understanding of what she was getting into. And she wanted it. That's what she looked at it and she's like, yep, that's what I want to be doing right now. I fully understand it because I thought about it. And I'm enthusiastic for it. And it woke something. That's why it says awaken, period. And then mental acuity is a separate subject. But something was awakened, and what it was ideas. Like stuff like, I didn't know that's what I would have wanted until I saw it. And then when I saw it, I had to think about it and I realized, yeah, I like that. I'm going towards that. That's in the past. So the other's looking in. Okay. This I feel is, well, like it says, it could be the friend group, it could be family members, it could be karmics involved, it could be anybody watching. This could be somebody watching, like Page of Swords style, like creepers and spies, you know, but it can also just be a fan base, like, oops. Okay, I'll take it. The fawn, yes. Yes, this is your connection. Yeah, this is your person. Yes. Okay. The more we... Oh, I wrote this so small. The more we are true to our own nature, the more we have access to our magic. Wisdom and magic of the natural world. So I really struggled with this card for a while. Until I consulted with Dharma, and she said to her, the fawn is the natural processes of life, which to me felt like karma, divine timing, synchronicities, things like that. On this, how life unfolds in a spiritual aspect. Okay, but this is also if I had to describe this, for some reason, I don't know if this will resonate with anybody, but for some reason, I'm being told this is like another aspect of the connection, the energy of the connection, the energy, the swirling, the merging of not crap. I'm trying to... Spirit shows me images, but they don't always give me the words to describe them. So I have to stutter over trying to describe what I'm seeing. And what I'm seeing is, outside of the knowledge of the two souls, their energies find each other and merge. The force or whatever that's created when their energies merge is the fawn. It's this. Now, when we talk about energies merging, we're not talking about the union proper. Twins, even in separation, still have tendrils of connection to each other in their heart space. What the way it's often described is, and everybody who knows this symbol is gonna hate me saying this, and some people know what's coming. It's the red string. And the red string, there's a silver thread that keeps to our solar plexus, that keeps our souls anchored in our body. That's the silver thread. But there's also the red thread that anchors your heart to your twin. Okay? It's through that thread that you can still feel them. And when the energy goes out through the thread and meets, that's the energy of the fawn. That's what I'm being told. So others looking in is your soulmate. The soulmates are looking in on each other. This could be telepathically, it could be through dreams, or it could be online. It could be any way that they can look in, they're looking in. I feel like crystal ball kind of looking in. And with all of this energy about telepathy and working on the 5D, I feel like that they're keeping tabs on you through that. I hope that makes sense. Sometimes these feel like they go off the rails and I don't resonate with anybody, and it's just... See, there goes my left side again. Please clarify first step. What's the first step towards resolving this, please, fairies? What is the first step towards resolving this? The RAR. Hello. Wild energy, more enthusiasm, power up before the go. All right. The first step is getting the gumption to do it, I guess. So, what I always get from the RAR is that song by Cake, Reluctantly Crouched at the Starting Line. Engines thumping and humping in time. It's like the, I'm getting ready. I'm gonna go. I'm getting ready. Oh, who knows the gif where it says, don't bring the, oh, how does it go? My boyfriend telling me not to start a fight and me, and then it's Bugs Bunny at the starting line, getting ready, like jumping, like doing his, leg ups. Like, ooh, I'm ready. I'm gonna start some shit. That's what this is to me, the raw energy. It's not, oh, that's very interesting that it comes underneath the Chariot, because that's Chariot energy. In the Rider-Waite deck, the Chariot has the two Sphinxes, okay? But, and then it always designates change, not change, well, it could be change, but it always designates movement. But to me, it designates the potential for movement, but no one went yet. It's like the RAR to me is the jet engine revving up before the plane takes off. The Chariot is the car is packed, the gas is, the tank is full, the motor's running, it's warming up. Get the snacks in the trunk, it's time to go. But nothing has gone yet. It's the preparation of going. That's what the Chariot is more like to me. And then the RAR, like I said, is the revving up of the engines before the jump. The first step is to decide to jump. Gather the energy, because it's kind of unruly, and decide to go. This is 552, that comes down to a 7. That's divine number. To me, that feels like change, like a higher vibration of 5. I don't know why all the odd numbers for me feel like 5, like change. But it's a lucky number. 7 might be a synchronicity for people, or 5 and 2. 52. Oh, let's do that. Let's go through the numbers here, because we are at the end, so then I can back up and summarize. So, Solus, quiet the noise on top of strength and telepathy. This is 13. It breaks down to a 4. That's beautiful stability. The reason I feel like it's stability is that it reminds me of the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Pentacles is holding on to your stability. The 4 of Cups is considering what to bring in to make stability. The Four of Swords is trying to regain your inner stability by healing. But the four that's brought to mind the most is the four corners, the four winds, the four pillars of truth, the four, four is stable. It's universal, I heard. And then we've got ecstasis, that's number 2. That's a lower vibration of 4. Here we've got Lady of the Harvest, 18. That breaks down to a 9. That's a divine number. That's closing, close to closing a cycle, because the 10 is the end of the cycle, but the 9 is wrapping things up before the end of the cycle. You know what I mean? Here we've got 38. That breaks down to an 11. That's another divine number. 11 is half of the 1111 of union. Let's see here. We've got another 4 with the Ace of Swords. We've got 51 here with Topsy-Turvets. That breaks down to a 6. That's also stability, but on a grander scale. So we've got the 6 of Cups, which is love from the past, nostalgia. The 6 of Pentacles, which is equal give and take of resources. The 6 of Wands, which is victory? That's the 6 of Wands, right? Yeah, because the 8 of Wands is communication. So the 6 of Wands is victory. And this, what did I miss? Swords. The 6 of Swords is moving on. Here we've got 45 with Tail in the Sylph. That breaks down to a 9. So we've got 2 9s in the corners here. That's coming to an end of a cycle. We've got, I think this is 35. So that breaks down to an 8. Do we have an 8 somewhere else? No. And then the last one is, the RAR is 52. That breaks down to a 7. It's another... we had another 7, didn't we? Or did I just... No, I just did that first. Okay. All right. So before I lay the next layer, I'm going to pause and consider, and then do one final summary, and then I'll go on to the Gilded. But I'm going to pause it, and I think my doggy's got to go out. So I've been at this for over an hour, so I'm going to take my dog out. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. And that was a much longer break than I intended to take. I took the doggy out so he can go to the bathroom. It's so bitter cold out there. He ran out, peed, and then ran right back in. And then I fed the cat, and then I did some pasta divination, consulted the pasta gods. Shout out to Deanne. I will report back with what they say. So that was very odd. Well, I ate some spaghetti. Very odd break, but I'm back now. Okay, let's do this. Gotta recenter because my energy's all off now. We're gonna move on to the Gilded. Yes, okay. All right, strength and telepathy with Solus. I'm here. Quiet the noise. All right. I don't know how this is going to work because the Gilded now starts going into the 3D, whereas the cosmic cards and the fairies are more of like 5D energy. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays up, down through the vibration. For infinity. For infinity. Let's see here. Gilded. Oh, cut. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see what this has to say. spiritual empowerment. Miracles are possible. Quiet the noise. I am here. New is coming. Okay, so how do I phrase this question? When we tap into Source to receive the messages, what is the new that's coming towards us, please? What is this synthesis and newness that Solus is bringing? Or, quiet the noise, I am here. Is this the divine masculine? Look, this, his heart chakra, look at that. This is like divine heart healing. That's beautiful energy. He's communicating through his heart. Maybe that's where it's saying that that telepathy will come from, is in the heart space. So what is the newness coming, we'll ask, because that's pretty 3D. What is this new thing coming that we need to, oh, justice. That's still high energy. Okay, this is Libra energy. Justice. So balance is being met. Okay, but we have to tap into the telepathy and the communication to our higher self in order to bring this justice in. But a Solus is saying, I'm here, and then justice dropped. So I feel like that was the message. I'm here. Justice, you know? Karma. Karma, good or bad, it's neutral. It's not feminine or masculine energy. Yes, Libra in astrology is a masculine sign, ruled by Venus, which is like the ultimate feminine energy. So that's the balance. So balance has to be reached here between masculine and feminine. Karma is blind. That's why she's blindfolded, because it's without, I want to say it's without emotion, because emotion can sway a decision, but it's not straight intellect either. It's a balance between the two, you know? Okay. Gilded, can we please get clarify and elaborate on this ecstasy trapped by the devil? What is this? Rapture and motivation, but it's on this feeling of restriction. Now we are in Capricorn season. So, I mean, this might be Capricorn, Saturn, Capricorn energy at play right now. You know, so please clarify ecstasis on the devil. Page of Cups. Okay. It's 2 a.m. while I'm driving home. Can't stop thinking of you in a bed alone. Huh. All I wanna do is hold you close, tell you why I need you the most. It's like he's coming forward with this message. But it usually the Page of Cups, they always say, oh, an apology. You know? I feel like it's more than that. And maybe it's the music. The music helps me channel. Oh, excuse me. And I put on the weepy love songs right now. But this song is saying you're so easy to love. It's like this is the message coming through. But he feels restricted. This is like, and here even, it's just, it's a continuation of the last one where somebody is just reining in their emotions. I don't know if you watched the last video, the first one to drop was emotions, and on top of it was all kinds of blockage. Everyone wishing. So this is saying to me, my emotions are blocked, but I'm trying to communicate with you still. And not only is it in telepathically, it's when we meet in dreams on the other side. But now that I've got the music playing and my channeling is kicked in. He's also saying the music is also how this poor page has so much to say. He just can't spit it out fast enough, but he's restricted, so he can't spit it out at all. It's like I felt nothing before I met you. I mean, look up this song. It's called Easy to Love. I don't know who sings it. It started playing right when the damn page dropped, so it and the words feel like this is what the message he's trying to say. You know? Baby, don't let go, 'cause I'm still drunk from your afterglow. Okay. Oh, yeah, damn it. I shuffled and didn't check the bottom. Oh, I'm not gonna take these because I absentmindedly reshuffled before I checked the bottom, but he showed up last time. This was the masculine shrouding himself in transformation. Like, it's stuck. I can't say anything. You know, underneath that was Geo the Slow, which is just time. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna... Let's keep going with the Gilded. Please clarify Lady of the Harvest on Judgment. Yeah, Judgment. So in the Judgment card, it's the angel blowing the trumpet at the end. Judgment is souls coming up, you know, for resurrection at the end. That's what Judgment is. It calls things to judge. It calls things to account at the end of a cycle. So at the end of this cycle, and it's completion. That's what she's talking about. Completion. Release it. Accept the change and release it so you can rest. Please clarify release and rest on Judgment. Ooh, nope, too many. I can see everything now. Awakened your heart, but buried mine deep underground. Love you showed me it's better to love and miss than stumble in the dark. Please clarify Lady of the Harvest on Judgment. Oh, flip proper. Come on, you can do it. Please clarify Lady of the Harvest on Judgment. Oh, High Priestess. See, it's another card of keeping something hidden. I liken her to the Hermit. I always knew. And the Hermit, well, maybe not the Hermit. I can't say that. Because even though the Hermit, like, hides away on his mountain to reflect, he doesn't necessarily keep it to himself. He doesn't come down from his mountain and share it, but people can go to him and get answers, you know. But this High Priestess, she really keeps it to herself. This is intuition, deep intuition. I always hear she knows what she knows, and she doesn't have to explain how she knows what she knows. She just knows it. I know. I know I have to finish this. But I'm considering how. The good thing I'm getting from this is the considering is actually the act of going within to contemplate how to do this is bringing the masculine up, elevating him up to connecting him into his higher self. When he connects into his higher self, he feeds into source, and in there is where you connect to the divine feminine. So it's like a cycle, because energy moves and flows and connects and continues. I mean, it never stops, you know? So when things go step to step to step to step, that kind of makes sense. So he's going within, considering everything. The high priestess holds a book, okay? Sometimes it's a scroll, sometimes it's a book. In the rider Waite, I believe, it looks like a scroll, and to me, it almost looks like you know how receipts are curly, like a scroll. To me, it says she's got the receipts. She knows what she knows. I believe that in order to end this cycle, he's really, really considering inward intuition. I can't explain it any more than that. I feel like I see a masculine. I see him like kind of playing with his beard if he has one. Maybe his mustache. I feel different energies here. Considering when they're quiet, when they're alone. Like sitting at the kitchen table and the house is empty and it's just them. I feel like there's inner workings that maybe they're not all aware of, where their inner selves are really processing, how the hell am I supposed to rectify this ending. Like, I know this, they know something has to end. They know they have to make a decision. Not an ending. Results, decisions, outlook, finality. They have to make a final decision on something because they know they're at the end of their rope. But they're not quite sure how to do it. So they're praying. I heard they're praying. God, give me clarity. They're looking for a sign. A change of something so that they can some of them, how can I put this? For some of them, there hasn't been a change in their circumstance in a long time. So now they're at the point where they're like, this has to complete either way. Either it has to end or it has to begin. Because being in this limbo like this, see how she's kind of just in suspension? Being in this limbo is making me stagnant. And then underneath here, we got the topsy-turvets, which is the hangman energy. Being in suspension, it's like they're stuck. So let's do that again. Like I said, sitting alone, contemplating, saying this, either way, this has to end. Either it has to begin or it has to close. But being in this limbo state is killing me. I just don't know enough to decide which way to go yet. I hope that resonates with somebody. Oh. Can we please clarify, Lace the Moon's daughter, what is the riddle? Connect to the higher self. Community. Okay, this, I don't know what's going to drop here because this feels very high energy. And I know that the tarot is more 3D. Let's see. Thought and communication. This is the telepathy on the 5D. I'm sorry, I stutter. When I channel, I stutter. What? Please clarify, Lace the Moon's daughter. Symbols, deep mind, connecting to higher self on communication. Please clarify, Lace the Moon's daughter. We have the King of Cups. Saturn is here. This is the ruler of Capricorn, and we have the devil here. This king is so restricted, because that's one of the key words of Capricorn is restriction, structure, obstacles. Did we have obstacles? No, not this time. I think the last time we did. Obstacles right here underneath the magician and power. There's obstacles. Look at this. And underneath the King of Cups and the fiery sword is the Tower. So hang on, let me listen. He is a king. This is water energy. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. I give the king and queen to the higher of the three, so that would be Pisces, but doesn't have to be. Saturn is here, so there's restriction in emotions. Again, remember when emotions came up right here and it was blocked? This is saying that also. Saturn is, I always hear like this screeching kind of haunting noise from Saturn, because it's like pulling this energy. It's reining it in, just like with the Chariot. Reining it in. Didn't we get that message earlier? Something is being reined in. He's trying to control these emotions. Oh, shoot. This is on the wrong one. Okay, yeah, on lace. Okay. He's trying to control his emotions. And only through tapping into the emotion will he be able to tap into his higher self. Oh my goodness. Thought communication. Higher self. Connect to the higher self. Deep mind symbols and bib. King of Cups. He's blocked. He's blocked. He loves so deeply. This is the king of emotion. The cups are emotions. This is the king of emotion. And yet, he's restricted with Saturn there. And with Capricorn, the devil here. The riddle. It's like he can't find the answer to this riddle. Because the Sphinx brings a riddle at the end of a cycle so that you can progress through the gateway. But it's like he cannot, for the life of him, figure out the answer to this. He's blocked from opening up to his higher self. That's unfortunate. What else? He sees the symbols, but I don't think he knows what to do with it. Or if he does, he can't say it. He can't say anything yet. It's like he's still processing, you know? It's like he'll see a sink, not a sink like a kitchen sink, like a synchronicity. He'll see a symbol that resonates for him. He'll see a symbol that resonates for him in regards to his situation, the connection or the old cycle. And he'll see it, but he won't know what to do with it. Like, okay, I can relate, right? Without giving away what my synchronicities are. Okay, I'll give one. All right? I see blue hatchbacks everywhere. That's a synchronicity for me. And it's also a trigger, because what am I supposed to do with that? Does it mean that the hatchback is coming, or does it mean that I'm, what does that mean? Because you keep throwing blue hatchbacks at me for a year, but yet there's no resolution to the cycle. There's no resolution to the connection. So why do you keep showing me, these symbols? Stop looking at me, Swan, right? You see them, but you can't do shit about it. You don't know how to process it because you don't know what they're trying to say. And you can't talk about it because you don't have the person with you that the synchronicity pertains to. All right, let's keep going. I'm getting worked up here. Do you see how I get emotional about this? All right, here the fiery sword on the tower. Either the clarity prevented the tower or the clarity brought it on. Okay? Please. I didn't even ask yet. The world. Yeah, something has to end. The world is the ending. It's not the death card. Death is an ending to create to sweep the path clear for something new, right? This is just the end. I don't know if this the moon. Excuse me. This could be, this masculine could be fixed energy. The world card has the 4 fixed signs. What's in the corner here? Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and Scorpio. Those are the 4 fixed signs. Those are the 4 corners of the heavens. Stability. That's why the world always, to me, represents stability. Not only is it the ending of a cycle for tarot, but it's stability. See, I can't resolve that in my head because the world doesn't stop spinning. The heavens don't stop spinning. How is that a completion of a cycle? The spinning does not stop. Time keeps going. Maybe, but the stability makes me feel like the one thing you can count on is that time goes on. What is the clarity? She's got 2 swords, or these batons. So this would help her balance. She looks like an acrobat with these 2 batons. Remember the tight walkers? They hold the thing so they can balance. That's what this kind of reminds me of. I have to come back to that because I'm struggling with the world on the fiery sword. The clarity was there has to be stability. Because, okay, once this is completed, once a decision is made, then there will be more stability in this situation. I think that's what the clarity was. I think there was a tower, and there was a tower, and the decision that the person came to was, this needs to end for there to be any kind of stability in my situation. Not that the knowledge brought the tower. Remember I was switching between the two? Did the knowledge bring the tower, or did the tower bring the knowledge? There has to be a completion. This is completion, just like Lady of the Harvest. This masculine is really struggling with this cycle. And it's because there's an old cycle and a new connection, and he can't decide which. Please clarify the Hangman Topsy-Turvot's energy on the Chariot. It's like there was movement and then all hell broke loose. No? Yeah. Something was derailed. Okay, so the visual I got is like the Chariot went and hit a rock and then tipped over. Then everything spilled out. It's Hangman energy. So, did we have the Hermit yet? No? Hangman energy is going within to find perspective. Hermit energy is going within to find a larger perspective. And Hangman energy is going within to find inner perspective. So it's like it's like the chariot tipped over and this masculine is laying on the ground just trying to collect his thoughts. Like, I'm just gonna lay here a minute in the wreckage and try to figure out how I feel about this, what just happened. That's what it feels like to me. Oh, this song makes me so sad. If she ran away, come back home. So that's what this feels like to me. The chariot went. He had the drive to do this, and it tipped over, and he's just kind of laying there like, I need to reassess what just happened. So please clarify the Hangman energy on the chariot. Please clarify. Change of viewpoint on the chariot. High above, every blood will bleed the same. If you're scared, I'm on my way. It's too many. Did you run away? Did you run away? I don't need to know. Run away. If you ran away, if you ran away, come back home. Okay, well that's kind of telling me like he tried to run from this decision. Like, I can't do this right now. I'm just gonna he tried to run from making this decision, and it tipped him over, and he's laying in the wreckage like shit. Please clarify the new perspective on the chariot. Please clarify the Hangman on the chariot. Please clarify the Hangman on the chariot. Holy shit. Now this song? Please clarify the Hangman on the chariot. Shoot. Settle, settle, settle. Settle down. Clarify the Hangman on the chariot, please. Oh, there was a flipper that I missed. Here, what is this? The Knight of Pentacles. Out of my mind. To come back begging for more. But if you stay, I hear, if I'm going to do anything, I have to be stable first. There's a lot of concerns about stability here. It's like he's very fearful of this. Wait. This something ignited his emotions so much that he feels like it just tipped everything over. I don't think this masculine was ready for this emotion. Because he's trying to rein it in. It just like got away from him. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I heard it almost took him for a ride. He tried to grab the reins and it dumped him. Like he tried to grab the wheel and he ditched it. Now he's upside down, wondering what the hell to do. And I think his intellect is telling him, I just gotta get my shit together. That's what the Nine of Pentacles is. It's like being independent and fruitful, abundant in himself. Oh wait, here. Oh, sorry. It's like I gotta. He's distracting himself with work, maybe. I don't know if butterflies are a sync to anybody, but this card is full of butterflies. I think we've also got a falcon. We've got flowers. I think there's a red bug down here. I don't have glasses. I think that's a ladybug. I'll play hard and go seek. But we've got 1, 2, 3 butterflies. The falcon and she. Okay, so if you think of the four pentacles, the four of wands, the 1111 card, it's the structure that will become a home. But see, it's here too. It's like she's trying to do that for herself. Here's this gazebo that she built has 4 pillars also. So she's trying to build her own stability. I think that's what he's doing. He's like, I just got to concentrate on my money right now. All of this talk about the higher self and, you know, telepathy with the other side and getting synchronicities from the divine. I mean, it was all just too much. His emotions just, that was the Tower. I think this king is very intellectual because there were cards here about intellect and thought and he's sorry though. He's okay. It's like he's looking away from justice. He's looking away from the karma towards the beautiful high priestess. But he knows he only's got a little cup. He's a page trying to approach a high priestess. You know? And he heard you made me feel like a king. That's why he came. That's why he's here as the King of Cups. First he was a page. Then he went through this and he came out this over here as a king. But I think maybe the process of him becoming a king just dumped everything. His emotions couldn't. He glitched out. He just, yeah, it just glitched him out. That now remember this. The messages could be. It's not going to resonate for everybody, but maybe one thing I say would resonate for one group, and then interpreting the cards a different way will resonate for another group. A bottom line is, he was faced with something that was so spiritually awakening that he glitched out and couldn't handle it. And the chariot tipped over and he's laying there in the ditch like, I'm just going to focus on my money. Because I need to find some kind of stability in this circumstance. So let's clarify Tailing the Sylph on the past. What was the enthusiastic move forward? Five of Cups. I'm thinking just for 1 second, she would take a different attraction. We don't want them. We don't want them. We don't want them. I must admit, there is a lot of feminine energy here with Justice, even though Justice is neutral. High Priestess, Nine of Pentacles is the little Empress, and the World is represented by a feminine energy. But oh, in the past there was a movement towards something shiny that now they regret. Once upon a break in my sweet heart. I feel like there was a past. Okay. There's a new connection and a past situation. Okay? The past situation was what he went towards with enthusiasm. I mean, it could be either. It could be either. That's the confusion. It could be either. But one of the choice, there's regret here. I heard last time in the last reading, I heard, "I'm sorry, I can't decide." So it's like instead of he can't decide, so he decided not to decide. What's the song that's in U2 says? If you choose not to decide. Oh, that's not U2. That's hang on. Rush? Yeah, I think it's Rush. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. And either way, he regrets it. It's like there was a no-win situation. He either cuts the past situation, which he'll regret, or cut the new connection, which he'll regret. But this is what I always say with this. Masculine, look at this. You're crying over cups that have spilled that were empty. So whatever the past situation was that you're upset about, there was nothing in it anyway. Now I read this card two ways. Either he's upset over what he spilled and ignore it, and not knowing that there's the two behind him. So if we go like this, he can't see what's behind him. So he's lamenting what he had, what dumped, like the chariot dumped over. Here's the cups dumped over. It's like he's lamenting what was knocked over, not knowing that there's a new the offer of the new connection behind him. That's one way I interpret it. Another way I interpret it is he regrets leaving this. How can I say this? He regrets having to knock these over in order to protect this connection. See how it's like he's asking for forgiveness. How many birds are there? Only two? Good, I don't need to sing. In the background, some readers interpret this as like either dawn or dusk. Like it's either the sunrise or the sunset. But to me, it looks like a wildfire in the background. It looks like his whole world is burning. And he's sitting here with these 3 dumped cups, regretting what he's done. So it's either that okay. Oh, I'm sorry, I stutter. I'm sorry. I'm trying to explain what I see, okay? And what I hear is, forgive me for letting this go, but I'm protecting this love that I have back here. But I also see, shit, what did I do? And him not knowing that there's a new connection, a new offer behind him. Now, in the camera, I don't know if it looks like it, but it looks like these two are shining and these 3 are dull, like they're dead. Okay, the one thing, no matter which way we interpret this, the one thing I can tell you, masculine, is whatever you're leaving was empty. It was done. It was drunk to the fullest, and the cups are empty. Okay, so be thankful that you had them, but there's this new Two of Cups offer behind you. Okay, that's all. I'm going to leave it there because I can just keep going. Okay. Can we please get clarification on the Fawn on others looking in? So this is like, I feel like this is connection in the 5D, but we'll see how this plays out. Please clarify the natural order of things on looking in. Please clarify the Fawn. Please clarify the Fawn. The Ten of Cups. I just got chills. I just got chills up my right side. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh, let me see if I can. I'm going to pause because I need to get this visual in order so that I can find the words to describe it. I'm tired of stuttering over this. So I'm going to pause here and try to find words for this visual that I have. Be right back. Okay, I'm going to try to explain what I see here. Others looking in. This is the Fawn, which is the coming together of the two in the connection. This is actually the energy of their bond. Okay, on top of that was the Ten of Cups. I feel like if he could just look in the window of his mind, he would see the strength of this connection, and what he would see is this Ten of Cups. It's the fulfillment of everything that he wished for. But he just doesn't, he hasn't made the decision to see the connection. Not the past situation thing, but the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups here is a new connection. What, Mommy? What? Oh, I know. So if this goes along with the, I keep coming back to the telepathy on strength. Masculine, you have to look within. It says, quiet the noise, I am here. Okay? Oh my God, if you could only see what's happening right now, she was on my head. No. Take me away. Okay, masculine. Yeah. He's struggling with emotions. He's struggling with a pull between the past and a present connection. If he could just look within and see that the connection, this is the spirit of the energy of the bond, okay, between the two hearts, between the two souls. That if he could look in his inner mind like a window, this is what he would see in the window. Okay, I hope that came out right. Others looking in, I mean, that's supposed to be like outside people. It could be like the ancestors, but what I'm getting is the person looking in is the other person in the connection. And if he could look within into the window of his own mind, he would see the person. But it would, of course, would look different because you look different on the other side. But he would see the bond And the bond would look like, this is what he would see if he would look in the window of his own mind at the new connection. Okay, sorry. I really trying to get better with the stuttering. I apologize. Please clarify the beautiful RAR on the first step. The first step is just getting ready to do it. And what do we have here? The flippy here. Knight of Pentacles. Son of a bitch. He's so slow. So slow. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight. I hate... I have a love-hate relationship with the Knight of Pentacles because I know who this is supposed to be. I know who this is to me, and I want to strangle this motherfucker. I really do. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, either prominent in their chart or yours, anybody's, whatever. Remember, energy is energy. Gender ain't shit. In fact, I may be addressing the masculine lately, but it could very well be a woman. Because so many of us are functioning in our masculine energy because the masculines are dragging their feet. Excuse me. And the feminine that I'm addressing could very well be a man. Because like I said, we've had both genders in different lifetimes. So it just depends. You know? So the first step is getting the determination to make a move. And what's on top of it, this wild, enthusiastic energy, is this dead, stopped knight. And this is the slowest knight in the deck. Okay? But they also say that this is the knight that you want. Because this is the knight of stability. This is dependable. This is mature. This is abundant. This is slow, meticulous energy. All the other knights, they come rushing in. The Knight of Wands come rushing in with passion, give you a good time, but not for a long time. The Knight of Swords will come in and leave just as soon. The Knight of Cups, he's second slowest, I think. You know, but knights don't come in to stay. They're not supposed to. They're supposed to come in and then transform into king energy. But this is the slowest one. So, again, tempering the emotion, pulling back on the reins, trying to get control of the motion. Shit, I had a different word for it. Trying to get control of the momentum. Something was moving too fast. Something was took him by surprise. So it made him pull on the reins, and then that kind of derailed everything, and it all blew up. That's why the Chariot, and then the topsy-turvets, it's all upside down, you know. That's why these cups over here are spilled. There was something else I needed to say about this. I can't remember now. Okay, we're just going to... bottom of the deck, yeah, 7 of Wands, 4 of Swords, 3 of Swords, and then the Chariot under that. 7 of Wands is conflict. He's defense mode, conflict, either within or with other people about this situation, and he just decided to time out. I gotta pull back. I can't do this. I have to pull back because I still have emotions somewhere else. So, I mean, we got the 3 of Swords here twice, technically, because here's the heartbreak from having to pull back. And he's actually in repose underneath the Three of Swords. But he's resting on the Ace of Swords, and he's reaching for it. His hand is right next to it. He's like, I need to take some time to reflect on this because I need to hold on to what's true. And there was a card here saying, see what's true. See what's true. I think it was Solus. He is so conflicted. He doesn't know what's true. Is it the situation in the past, or is it the new connection that's so promising? Why is it promising? Is it promising because I don't have satisfaction from the other situation, so I'm putting all of this hope in this new situation, but this is so new that there's nothing there yet. And plus, it's unknown. How do I know which one is true? You know? All that it was, I need you to see. You got that power over me. My. Yeah, so it was like, I was like, all it brought was conflict. So he took a time out to reflect. And I think all he found was this heartbreak. Either, I heard, now you have neither. I heard, now you have neither. And I think that is going to inspire him to make a move. Now you have neither. Why am I being told that? Because justice is going to be called on this situation, and by the time he comes forward, it's going to be too late, because it looks like the High Priestess is going to move on from this. And he's going to be sitting here in his feels with this King of Cups, sitting here in his feels, but staring at the ending of both. That's what I'm getting, the ending of both. And then she's going to be in her little Empress energy. He's going to be in regret for both of them, knowing that what he didn't want to look at, the bond he didn't want to look at, was the Ten of Cups. And then the first step towards reconciling this is going to be slow on his part. It's going to be real slow. It's going to be slow on both of their parts, because I don't think she's going to trust him coming back again after this. Why am I being told now you have neither? Because he didn't have the one in the past fully anyways. And now that he's closed off to the new Two of Cups, he doesn't have her either. So now he's sitting here alone. So he went from having a choice between two loves to now having neither of them. Yikers. That's a heavy message, Spirit. I hope this resonates with somebody. I hope this makes sense. Without each other, it's just too hard. I don't want to leave here without you. That's what this is what they're thinking of while they're in separation. I don't want to lose part of me. Will I recover that broken piece? Oh my gosh. These two, like I said in the last reading, I wish I could shake them. So let's go on to the last layer. This is going to be Tarot of the Divine. This is the one that is mythology and folklore from around the world. Broken dreams, we are needed without a plea. like to live without you. Don't wanna know the other side of the world without you. The sun made a peek, but I haven't asked anything yet. Just shuffling the deck. Is it fair? Is it fair? No one knows. The stars choose their words. Save my soul. Okay. Stop singing, Bianca. Alright. Please clarify justice on Solus. Please clarify justice on Solus. I am here. Quiet. What is it? Quiet the noise. I'm here. And bam, justice. Please clarify justice. What's the justice? What was the karma? What was the karma? The King of Swords. Holy shit. Aquarius Energy on top of Libra. Oh, I'll do the signs at the end. King of Swords. This is the King of Truth. He's on justice. Libra Energy. Aquarian energy is very high-minded energy. It's very removed. I was thinking about this earlier. Thinking about the air signs, because I'm an air sign. I'm a Libra. Quadruple Libra. So I was thinking how Libra is like a balloon that just floats, you know, close to the ground. It's like, I always imagined like a balloon that's like 4 days out from a party and it's kind of like hovering a little bit, but that's Libra. She's the balloon that kind of hovers and travels, and she's on the whim of the wind, and she goes wherever the wind takes her. Aquarius is the wind. Aquarius is the wind that blows the balloon. You can't grab wind. You can't. Aquarians have been described as very hard to pin down, and that kind of frustrates some of the other signs, especially if they're fixed energy signs. The fixed signs. Oh well, I mean Aquarius is a fixed sign, but you can't grasp the wind, and that's what Aquarius is. So the King of Swords is the King of Truth. He's the assessor. He I heard what were those quality no, shoot, what was, okay, efficiency experts, that's what I heard. So when I used to work at Fiserv before they got really big and they were just like this dinky little check processing company, we had this person come through from corporate, and they watched us work and tried to tell us how we could more efficiently run the show, right? And nobody listened to that bullshit because she was from corporate, and no, she wasn't every day working at our desks and doing our work. She just came through and observed and said, "Oh, you can do this differently, and you can do this differently." I feel like that's what the King of Swords is. He's like the assessor. He comes through after the work is done, and he cuts away what's not needed, and he tries to what's it called? He tries to promote what is efficient and cut away what is not. He's very intellectual, very businesslike, very give me something else, Spirit, for this King of Swords. He wields the sword of the Ace of Swords. So maybe this king is finally using the truth. I think maybe justice dropping and bringing in karma has shown this king what the truth is. Well, let's see what's the truth here. Can you please clarify the Page of Cups? What's this apology? Oh, did I want to say something about that? Just take a chance and let me in. I'll show you ways you don't know. Oh, that's too many, but we got the Empress peeking. Don't let the past dictate. Yeah. Five of Cups again. Slowly I'm losing faith. Yep. I'm losing faith. Okay, so the devil's trapped. Ecstasis, the joy is, and then the Page of Cups is an apology. Five of Cups is regret again. I will talk about this card a little bit. This is the Llorona, the crying woman. She's a popular myth in Hispanic culture. She either allowed her children to die or she killed them. And these three cups that are spilled are the kids, okay? And she's tormented. She cannot move on to the spirit world because she's tormented by grief. So she's forced to walk this world in her grief. See how she's in the water? This is the water of her grief. This hand pulling her from the depths is one of the kids. But if this is, just think of it as somebody allowed something to end. And now it's like pulling at them. They can't continue. They're just racked in grief. Okay? And again, here's the Two of Cups in the background. So, this is regret of something from the past that's keeping him in chain. And that's interesting that it falls on the devil, because the devil is exactly that, keeping somebody bound in chains. But this is like codependent bondage, like addiction or codependency. Somebody needs him, so he feels obligated to that. He feels what is it? Duty? He feels duty to that. That's what the devil is. Obligation and duty. That's very Capricorn energy, obligation and duty. And even though it could be very good obligation and duty, usually it's toxic. This is toxicity. And then, bam, he was given this out. He was given a trump card, an out. And it was this new connection of this. It could bring him joy. It could bring him joy and happiness. Separateness is an illusion. It could have brought them together. But there was regret, and now he's bound to it. Oof. Again, the message here is masculine. You have to let it go. Put it down. Put it down, because joy is here. You can have this Ten of Cups. It's here, but you're so wrapped up in your head. I'm surprised the Eight of Swords did not come out yet. The Eight of Swords is the epitome of being bound up in your head. And that's a very air energy. And we've got the King of Swords here, which is Aquarius energy. King of Cups is Pisces energy. Pentacles is Earth energy. High Priestess, I think they don't give to anything? Let me check real quick. High Priestess, maybe? Do they give that to anything? I give it sometimes to Libra. But, I mean, that might just be me because I'm biased. What's the High Priestess 2? No, I don't think it says anything. No, I don't see them designating it to anything. Okay. Let's clarify the High Priestess here. Clarify the High Priestess on Lady of the Harvest on this running low. Judgment. Completion. Clarify the High Priestess on completion, please. We are slowing down. I can hear your footsteps drown. 6 of Wands. Alright, that's a good card. That's victory. That's like, finally we've got some good energy. This is recognition. Down. What else? The ground. Judgment, completion, the High Priestess going within and finally coming out with a victory after a long battle. No. I'm going to keep going and I might get something else for that. Okay. What are we at? 216. Holy crap. Sorry, guys. Clarify the King of Cups, please. King of Cups on the riddle on communication. The Lovers. No. Circles around you. You could turn the hours back in time. The riddle that he's considering someone his feels about is this choice. The Lovers is a choice. It's not only one lover or the other, but is it this love or is it me? Is it, do I choose love or do I choose me? You know, it is a choice, but the Lovers are here. The choice is here. The possibility is here. That's what he's contemplating. Look at him contemplating. Underneath Saturn, this restriction. He can't talk about his feelings. That's what's racking his mind, is this choice, this Lovers. Excuse me. This is Beauty and the Beast. I heard he's I don't want to say afraid, because I know that offends a lot of masculines to say that they're afraid of something. That's not a manly trait to be fearful. But I heard the healing that this brings it scares him. I can relate to that. It comes back to pain. And one of the things that some of us feminines have been instructed to work on is letting go of pain. Because when there's a situation that all you have left to connect you to that person is the pain that they caused you, sometimes you hang on to that because that's all that's left of the connection. If you give that up, that means they're gone. They are completed. Look, the world, done. You know, and sometimes letting go of the pain itself is painful. I don't know why oh, because the Lovers is a very healing energy. The connections that are coming together now are coming together for healing, because both sides have been so damaged. I mean, you cannot deny that the last few years have been tower after tower after tower, and difficulty after difficulty, and loss and regret and everything. Both sides need to be healed. And what better healer is there than love? Right? But he's trying to figure out, is the love that he's looking for in the situation from the past, or is it the new connection with the Two of Cups? That's what he's trying to decide. That's the choice, you know? Okay, let's continue. Please clarify the world on here, the fiery sword on the tower. Please clarify the truth that's the top. Please clarify the world. Oh shit. Oh, we've got the moon peeking and the Two of Coins that's juggling. Really? Yeah, juggling, kept undercover. Okay, please clarify the world on the Ace of Swords. Please clarify the world. I made a flipper on the Ace of Swords. I thought I saw a flippy. Okay. Please clarify the world on the Ace of Swords. Clarify the world on the Ace of Swords. Star. I can't compare to nothing I've ever known. I'm hoping after this fever I'll survive. Alright, the Star. The Tower. The Ace of Swords, the world, an ending, and the Star. Star is technically like healing and wish fulfillment. That's interesting. It comes out over the Ten of Cups, which is also wish fulfillment. The Star is wishing on a star. The northern star, pointed home. It's Aquarius energy, also. You get the King of Swords, Aquarius, and the Star, Aquarius. So this masculine might be Aquarius or have that in his chart somewhere. The Lovers is, I don't think they give that to anything. I have to admit, there's not a lot of major arcana in the last two layers. Way to let go. Maybe no one can escape. It's like he's relegated to just wishing now. Against it all. Regret, victory, the Lovers, the Star. Okay, hang on. Yes. After regret will come victory, but he's got to make the choice. Because the choice will be the healing, the wish fulfillment. What's the... maybe I'll get another layer with Oda-Mae, but I mean, we're running really, really late here. So please clarify the Nine of Pentacles. It's because I stutter and I talk too long. Oh, the Hanged Man is Pisces energy. Please clarify the Nine of Pentacles on the Hanged Man. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles on the Hangman. Topsy-turvets. Page of Cups again. There's that red string. There's the red string. What did I just was talking about? The red string that connects the two. In the same row as the Lovers and the Star. But this is still an apology. or a message. I mean, because I don't know this story particularly, but this Page of Cups, he looks like he's coming forward happily. So I don't think this is an apology. I think this is a message. And I think that I feel like the message might be that he's going to acknowledge the connection, because the red string is the symbol of the connection. So this might not be an apology. This might just be a message for the Empress, the baby Empress. Like, you might have moved on, but I acknowledge the connection. Because he is looking down at this rabbit with the string. So he is acknowledging the presence of the rabbit with the string. And he's coming forward with a little cup of water, which is emotions. He might take a chance on this. Can he get past this regret? Let's see. Think about me. Do you feel the same way? The Chariot. I can't believe the repeats we're getting. The Chariot on top of the regret. Oh, I love this energy. I really do. Oh, but this is in the past. But that's okay, because I feel like the energy is coming up forward from the, from the past to the present. Okay. I'm not trying to ruin your happiness, but darling, don't you know that I'm the only one for you? So in the past, there is something shiny and new, which he regretted having to walk away from. But the Chariot is saying that there's going to be forward movement. This is an active Chariot. The other Chariots, they're still, because the Sphinxes are sitting down. They're not actually moving. But this one is an active Chariot. He is moving. Yes, okay. Feel the same way. All right, can we clarify the Ten of Cups on the fawn, please? This is looking good. Oh, it's the Two of Cups, you guys. Oh my god. Okay, so the only thing that's not telling me this is a twin flame is we haven't had the Six of Cups yet. That's like my definitive twin flame, but everything else is here. Okay, we got the Lovers, the Star, the Two of Cups. Yeah. Okay. So, this is what I need to say about the Two of Cups, okay? The Two of Cups and the Lovers is here. The reason I think this is a twin flame is because this is the story of Gilgamesh and Enkidu. Gilgamesh was a king of Uruk. I think this is Mesopotamian or Sumerian. He was a powerful king. He had no rivals, no match. And because of that, he ran amok. There was a story where he tried to institute prima nocte, which is that he gets to sleep with every bride on her wedding night instead of the husband. Okay? Enkidu was a wild man from one of the outer tribes who was not so civilized as the king, right? And he came in, heard about how the king was running things and wasn't having it. Okay? The background was like the gods were saying, he needs something to temper him so that he can slow down. And so they brought in his complete opposite, Enkidu, thinking that, okay, if these two clash, at least he'll be busy, and he won't be trying to wreck shop and everything else. Like, he was pillaging and making war and just causing all kinds of havoc because he had no one to temper him. He had no one to rival him. until Enkidu came in. So Enkidu found out that Gilgamesh was about to have a bride on her wedding night, and he staked out the bride's room and stayed in front of the door. When the king came, they had words. It was, let's get ready to rumble time. Because these two, look at these two. Powerful men. And they fought. But through the fighting, they learned to really respect each other because they were equals. It's just they looked different. So at first they didn't recognize each other as equals, as balance, as two halves. They didn't recognize it. Now, I'm not sure in the source material if they suggest that there was a relationship between them, but there was certainly a very close friendship. We'll put it that way. However, what I love when these two cards drop together is that okay, I'm trying to not stutter over this. The symbolism here is the Lovers and the Two of Cups. They've been here before. This is not the first lifetime that they've been together. Okay? So this connection, the Two of Cups connection, not the situation from the past. I'm being reminded of a couple readings ago when Scheherazade showed up. She was the one who told the 1001 tales, because every night that the king came to her to be with her, she would tell him a story, and the story would last so long that when dawn came, he had to leave. So she would tell him, next time you come, I'll finish the story and we can be together. Okay? But she never did. Where was I going with this? Oh, that's the situation from the past. That's the one that the masculine is trying to figure out which one is true between that one and this new Two of Cups, this new connection that came. The one that tipped the chariot over and made him put him in his feels. But look at this. They're the same. And she recognized him in this life because he still has his horns. He's still the beast. She loved him then. She loves him now. Okay, this is the Two of Cups. The masculine is the gold. The feminine is the silver. Am I seeing that right? I don't know if the colors are right. Okay, so the lighter one, the gold, is the masculine. That's these two. That's the connection. They don't recognize each other. I don't think the king recognizes her because she looks different. Or vice versa. Okay? But she does. She recognizes him. She always did. This reminds me of when the green woman comes out with the dark lady. How the green woman looks wild. She's got wild hair and she's got this little dog that follows her around, and she might not look like shit to look at. But in the 5D, she's a fucking goddess. You saw what the dark lady looks like with the wings, and she's got the crescent moon as her headband. But in the 3D, she's a hot mess. You know? She's powerful, though. And that's what this reminds me of. It's like he didn't recognize the connection because it doesn't look like what he thought it would. Okay? Man, I love that the Two of Cups came up because that confirms it's the new connection, the Two of Cups connection that's on top of the 10 of Cups. That's what'll bring your happiness, masculine. Okay, let's continue. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, shit. Nope, that's too many. Okay. Let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles, please. Knight of Pentacles on the RAR. It's like a stop, start, stop, start. Stop, start. Why does that ring a bell? Why does that ring a bell? Stop, start. Oh, because his energy's all over the damn place. He doesn't know if he's coming or going. That's what this is, coming or going. That's what it is. Stop, start, coming or going. He doesn't know. The chariot's tipped over. The cups are spilled. He's in his feels. She's trying to work on her abundance just in case. She's acknowledged she's acknowledged the red string. He might not have, but there is forward movement after regret, a choice being made for the Two of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Slow ass moving Knight of Pentacles. Please clarify the Knight of Pentacles so we can end this. I hope this resonated with someone. I hope it was useful. I hope it made sense. If it did resonate and you'd like to support my channel, my Venmo is Arkytior46. I would be grateful for anything that lands there. Thank you. Thank you for sticking with me. I know it's long-winded. I know I stutter. I know I take breaks. I apologize. I will get better. Please clarify the Knight of Cups on the RAR. Oh, do I ever said I do? I ever said do I? Ever said do I ever said oh oh oh? Do I ever cross your mind? Please clarify the Knight of Pentacles on the RAR. Oh, that's too many. I'm gonna take them though. Oh, yeah. Wheel of Fortune on the bottom with Judgment and the Magician. Oh my gosh, they came out before. Judgment was here. We have the Magician here. Right here, the Magician, they're mirroring each other. They're both trying to manifest something. Okay, I'll discuss that in a minute. So here on the Knight of Pentacles, we've got the match. Well, not complete match. Close. We've got the Emperor and the Queen of Swords. We do have a match because we've got the King of Swords up here. Where did we get the King of Swords? God damn it. Where are you? Here, the King of Swords with the Griffin. Okay? And down here in the corner is the Queen of Swords. See, they're out of sync. But the Emperor is on it. Now he's an Emperor. Masculine. You went from a page to the moody King of Cups. And now you've come through and you're an Emperor. And here you are facing the Queen of Swords. This Emperor's story is King Arthur. I'm not sure what the Queen of Swords story is, but this is Libra Energy and Aries Energy. Aries? Emperor? I give the Emperor also to Capricorn because he's a workhorse and he makes sure everyone's provided for, and that's what an Emperor does. He is one step up from the King of Pentacles. So, this is beautiful energy. Let me think about this for a minute. We got 3 birds. Say you love me to my face. Oh, look, that's what she's saying. I need it more. She's singing to him. Than your embrace. Just say you want me. Ooh, that's all it takes. My heart's getting torn from your mistakes. See, and you wonder why I let music play while I'm channeling. Okay, so the RAR, the slow-ass Knight of Pentacles, is going to come forward finally as the Emperor, but he's going to meet the Queen of Swords. Okay, she's not the queen, she's not the Nine of Pentacles anymore, the little baby empress. She's not this love-struck lover anymore. Well, I mean, she still is on the inside, but when he comes forward, she's gone through so much that this is what he's going to meet. The no nonsense, come correct or don't fucking approach. Queen of Swords, I will cut your head off. Do you see the heads in the background? Try her. Try her. That might be why he's moving so slow. Because he knows once he gets there, he's going to have to answer for what he's done. So it's going to take a lot of time for this Knight of Pentacles to come forward, because he's got to come forward as an emperor now. He cannot approach a queen as a knight. He can't. Or a page. We got 2 pages out here. He cannot approach the queen like this as a page or a knight. He must come as an emperor. Okay? There are 3 birds, so I do have to sing the song. Rise up this morning, smile at the rising sun. 3 little birds perched on my doorstep, singing sweet songs of a melody pure and true. And they're saying, this is our message to you. So he's bringing a message to the queen. It better be the truth. So I think, let's see. We got to do the bottom of this deck, and we've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is divine timing, Judgment again, which is calling up an old contract, and the Magician, which is manifesting. Underneath that is the Queen of Cups. She is not going to pour out her love for somebody random ever again. So when you come towards her like this is what you're getting. You're getting a pissed off queen who only wants you to tell her the truth. And only then will you have her cup again. But I guarantee you, masculine, that cup is worth it. So I think we're going to end there. I appreciate it so much. If you want to check out other readers with similar vibe as me, check out Dharma Jane. She is the leader and head raven for all of us ravens at the Raven's Nest. Her link is in the description. Also, you can check out Visions of Love Tarot. That's Pixie. Maslow Tarot. We've also got Captain Happy's Arcana Adventures. Ahoy, Captain. As always, join us on the Raven's Nest Facebook group. I am not the administrator. That page was started by Dharma Jane. Catch us all over there on our bullshit 24/7, where the mayhem continues. We laugh and we drink and we talk about boys and tarot and astrology, and we are a close-knit group, and we help each other through a lot, and it's just wonderful. And we're always getting put in Facebook jail. There's like 3 of us in Facebook jail right now. Not me, for once. It's a fun group of dirty birds, but come with a sense of humor and don't be an asshat. But thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with me this long. I promise I will get better. I'll be back in a couple days to check on the collective energy again. Until then, everyone, please remember your safe word.